Hey guys, Gabeum here. Today I'm going to talk about my groundbreaking research I've been doing into figuring out which Bevy physics engine I want to use. So, the three options that I've seen are PHYSX, or the Bevy PHYSX bindings, RAPIER, and AVIAN. So what I've done is I've made a little thingy with like a weird bouncing ball scenario where it's a bunch of bouncy spheres bouncing in a box like this, and all the balls and boxes colliders in the box have no they all have max restitution and no friction, and so the balls are spawned in the same random pattern. Of course it's not the same, but you know, same parameters of the randomness. And so you can see I have, well, master is AVIAN, then I have PHYSX, and then I have RAPIER right here. So they're all basically the same. I spawn the balls in a fixed update thingy, and then I spawn 1,000 of them. And so after that, what I have is all the binaries right here. So you can see you can run them all, right? So that's AVIAN, just to give you a look at it. Here's PHYSX. They all more or less look the same, a little different, right? And then I have a benchmark made by yours truly. I know, it's very genius. Might be kind of hard to wrap your head around it. But basically, it just uses Mango HUD to do the FPS logging. And so it launches it for 30 seconds, and then it clicks the window, and then it presses left shift F2 and then releases it, and then it waits for 40 seconds for it to finish. So it ends up being something like this. Oh, I had my mouse in the wrong position. So it's not like that. Here. So something like that, where you can see the little dot appears and then it starts recording. And so it'll do that for all of them. I want to stick around so you can see it closing and stuff. But yeah, so basically it's the same pattern for all of them. They start bouncing and they're very bouncy and they bounce around, but they do all settle eventually. Even though I have the friction turned down on all of them. So it's a little interesting. But as you can see, the same thing happens with each of them. And now let's get into the results, everyone. Man, I'm nervous. Here we go. So I'm using the flightless Mango benchmarker thing. I think there's just more frames in the RAPIER one, so that's why it looks longer. But yeah, we can see the FPS, right? More is better. So with PHYSX we have higher peaks, I guess, but I don't even know. It's kind of weird. So let's go to frame time. Very consistent, at least compared to these, frame time, right? It's kind of jumping all over the place with everything else. The average, here we go. So RAPIER has a much lower average. So it's 150, 180. It's getting to be the same. And it's 334 with RAPIER. So I think it just got a lot more frames than maybe. I don't even know. But yeah, so the average kind of within the same. And you can see down here, the baseline being AVIAN. PHYSX is 5% better, RAPIER is 6% better. So, of course, there's also how nice is it to work with each of these. You know what I mean? We can see with RAPIER, like, it's alright. You know, it's kind of in the middle as far as like ease of use, and then there's PHYSX, which is a little weirder. It's kind of crazier. Well, it's not crazy at all. They're all you know, not that crazy. I kind of like how you set the friction and then the restitution, like, right off the bat. You know, it has its nice things. I was assuming that PHYSX was gonna be the best one, but then we check out AVIAN, and this one is really good. I'm not gonna lie. When first doing this, the first one I did was PHYSX actually, and I think for this reason it doesn't really matter, like, which one is easier to use, because I mean you could totally just do like Claude. I'll be like, add another wall going down the middle or something, and it'll do it. Of course, this is like a really weird request, but it basically did all the rotations for me. Well, I did have to change it a little bit. It was kind of weird at first, but then I switched to Claude and it was fine. So with little stuff like that, like rotations, this stuff, I had no idea that there's already like divisions of pi as constants. So, I mean, that's nice to know. But they're all basically within each other in terms of ease of use. Definitely AVIAN is... I think I need to like do this. Yeah, definitely AVIAN is easier. I was able to just do all this by myself. It's really simple. If I'm not mistaken, AVIAN and RAPIER are built off the same collision detection library or something called Perry. So some of it is kind of similar. I don't know if that's why some of it's similar, or if it's just your inspiration, but whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, you guys can see the results. And last but not least, right, we are going to check out Godot. What's this called? PHYSX. Here we go. Oh. Okay, I did this horribly. As long as it runs better than Godot. That's all I care about, really, at the end of the day. Also, the graphics are way worse on Godot, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, guys, let me know down below what you thought. Which physics engine you like, everyone. Comment that down below. Bye.